Hello and Shabbat Shalom to you. Hope that you are enjoying your Friday, leading into some relaxation into Friday evening into Shabbat. This week we read the very intriguing Torah portion called Ki Tisa. Ki Tisa literally means to lift your head up, to raise your head up, or to lift up, and that was in the connection with the Torah portion, was to raise your hand and be counted, because the portion begins with a census. Following the census, we get a little more intricacies regarding the craftsmanship of the building of the tabernacle from the architects. At the way end of the Torah portion, we get the infamous story of the building of the golden calf. Oh, complex piece of text that we might be touching on a little bit tomorrow morning. But I actually want to talk about one specific little section prior to the section about the golden calf, and that is about Shabbat. Here's my Shabbat background. It's Friday afternoon leading into sundown for us to experience Shabbat together. And then there is this interesting section about Shabbat right here in our text from this week. And it says, and God spoke to Moses, speak to the Israelite people and say to them, you must keep my Sabbaths, for this is a sign between me, God, and you throughout the ages, that you may know that I am God. I, God, have consecrated you. You shall keep the Shabbat, for it is holy for you. Sounds lovely, sounds wonderful. Keep Shabbat. We're in partnership. It sounds great. However, this is where the text takes a slight turn. And here it continues on to say, he or she who profanes the Sabbath shall be put to death. This is what the text says. Whoever does work on it, that person shall be cut off from among his or her kin. Death, being cut off from your kin. This is what the text is. This is the level, according to the Torah, the level of focus we must have for Shabbat. Now, Shabbat clearly for us, often filled with study, resting, food, family, learning, all kinds of wonderful things. All those things clearly have to be there. And according to this, if you don't, not a good situation. And then right after that part, there is this very important, and we know it well. We know that we actually know it very, very, very well. It says the Israelite people shall keep the Shabbat, observing the Sabbath through the ages as a covenant for all time. It shall be a sign for all time between me and the people, and you and me. We know this part because there's music that's sung to it. There's a particular piece of music that comes out of, it's actually in from this Torah portion into the prayer book. So it's in every single prayer book. Orthodox, conservative, reform, doesn't matter. All prayer books on Friday night have this week's Torah portion's piece of text regarding Shabbat. I promise. And we'll be talking more about it. I have a feeling we might hear it tonight, possibly, in just a few hours. And we'll be discussing it tomorrow morning. So tonight, services are at 7 p.m. Please don't forget to register. Come in person, go virtually. If you decide to come in person, you should register, come hang out with us, because right after the service, we're going to have an outdoor oneg in our tent, under our tent in our courtyard. So that would be great. And then tomorrow morning, of course, our usual 8:30 service and Torah learning, that is going to be at 8:30 a.m. So lots of Shabbat references and ideas for us to talk about. So of course, have an incredible Shabbat, an incredible start to your Shabbat. And I look forward to seeing you throughout these moments of Shabbat for us to discuss the importance of how we celebrate and what we celebrate and why it connects to each of us individually and as a community. I'm speaking of Shabbat, of course. Shabbat Shalom. See you soon.